Hey, this is Kay, and yesterday something happened. And I thought, oh my God, I am such a crazy chick for doing this. But I'm sure this has probably happened to you too. You know how you have like a perfect situation, everything. I mean, not perfect. Things are going okay, and all of a sudden something else turns up, and it's like, whoa, it gets your attention, right? I was doing something online and working on my business, which really doesn't take me much time. Then logging into my account, checking my account to make sure and to see what kind of monies I made for the day. But something came across. It's like, oh wow, let me check that out. So I'm checking this thing out, and I'm going deeper into it, and I'm looking like, oh wow, this seems like such a slick system. And I was getting excited about it. And then the further I got into it, it's like, oh okay. Then when I finally got into it and learned what it was all about, it was like an opportunity that involves recruiting and actually driving traffic to a website, and the website will, in a sense, follow up with your prospects and do all that kind of jazz. I got to thinking about it, and I'm thinking, you are so freaking crazy. I'm thinking, here you are, making over $1,000 a month, and you're looking at something else that is, not proven for you, meaning not proven for me. And it's like, why am I looking at this thing, right? So, that's what I want to touch on today. A lot of us out there looking to do businesses online, trying to quit our jobs and do things, get overloaded by so many things on the internet, right? There's so many things out there that seems like it has a potential to work for us. And we get sideswiped and go down that path and try these things. And next, it doesn't work for us, and then we move on to something else that doesn't work for us. And the cycle just continues until next thing you know what, you've spent 10 years on the internet or 5 years on the internet trying to look for a business to do online so you could quit your stinking job. So what I want to bring home, and I have to, hone in on myself and say, you are such a crazy chick. Why would you be doing this? But it's it's something we can't avoid. It's gonna happen to us. So the thing I realize is you gotta put things back in perspective and focus on what's working for you, what your goals are, what your personal temperament is about these opportunities online. Because when I finally got into this and realized what this actually was a business opportunity that required a monthly fee, right? So knowing me, I'm not in with no monthly fees. I don't want to pay monthly fees for anything. I already have bills, right? And bills are my monthly fees. So I want an opportunity that is not a monthly thing, that just makes me money on autopilot in a sense, that doesn't require me learning new skills or having new talents in order to make money. So since that's my entire premise, when I looked at this, I reshifted and, stepped back and said, whoa, you know what? This is my alignment of what I'm comfortable doing. This is what I want my business life online to look like. So even though this shiny new object, this new shiny business that I, came across looks like it's, oh yeah, there's something I could add to the mix, I quickly realized to myself and focused and say, you know what? This is not it. This was an exercise in, I guess, making me disciplined to stay where I am and do what I'm doing because you know what? It works for me. So here's my tip for you. If you're in that position where you've been trying to make money online for a long time, you're in a business opportunity right now that you're having some success with. Maybe it's not, gigantorous where, you're making millions, but you're having success with it. You like what it is all about, and you could actually do the work that it requires to make money in it. My advice is, you know what, ride that baby out. Because here's the thing, you jump from one thing to the other, you know what, you're starting over from scratch. You're thinking, oh, this is going to do it for me. Just like everything else in your past, you probably think it was going to do it for you. But the thing is, it never did because there's something about you and there's something about the opportunity that just didn't match. And for me, what matches is I like a no recruiting kind of a opportunity. I don't like monthly fees. I just like things to work and work pretty quickly with a generating me income. And so if the opportunity doesn't quite match up that well, in terms of what I want to be it to align to. You know, even if you have some nice systems behind it, has some nice tools. You know, sometimes you get some of these business opportunities that they're offering some nice software or something. But you know what? At this juncture in my space online in terms of making money, it it's not about the tools anymore. You know, it's about getting results. So if you're having results in your business, you're gonna get bombarded with a lot of things online that come up that says, you know, you can make money online, you can quit your job in 10 days. And, you know, we're all wired to look at that stuff. But I really had to pull back the reins and say, you know what? It's not about jumping into things and starting all over again. Because, you know, if it's not doing it right away for me, I'm not going to spend the next 5 years trying to make it work. So that's my advice to you. You know, if you're looking at something, if you're in something that's working for you, go ahead and stick with that, baby. Ride that out, make it work for you. Always make sure that whatever business you're doing, you know, to reach that end goal of quitting your job, that you definitely know that you can do it. That's the difference. You know, businesses don't make themselves, you know, and make you money. It's about you being comfortable with whatever it needs to be done in that business that you could do it. So that's my advice for you today. I'll see you on the next video where we talk about, you know what, some stuff of how to get rid of that sneaking job.